everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Other M. So in this episode, we will be meeting up with Adam and the others. However, this room has something of note. I'll be entering Morph Ball right now, and when I exit Morph Ball, that won't be me controlling Samus. It'll be the game. Yeah. The game does that a lot. I'll be pointing them out as they come up.
He's dead. Someone or something attacked him.
Whoa! Get away from me!
It was obvious that there was some pervasive danger throughout the facility. I didn't know what had brought Adam here, but I did know that cooperation was imperative if we were to restore safety. Adam, listen to me. Clearly, this facility is in complete disorder. It might be too dangerous for your men to go alone. That's why I've...
They're coming out of the wall!
Right, stay calm.
Open fire!
So, this is our first boss of the game. This is the Brugmas. This boss is fairly simple. It's actually very linear, if anything. To start things off, once this thing settles down a bit, let's scan its eye and sense move out of the way.
This ain't good! Nothing's working! Listen up! Freeze guns authorized! Samus, I'm authorizing missile use!
Finally! Jeez. I mean, we didn't go very long without missiles, but come on. So, now that that's done, our objective is, well, not our objective, but what we have to do is shoot this thing in the eye once.
Whoa. Concentrate fire in a single location and freeze that thing! And Samus, you attack the frozen spot!
I didn't even know it could do that. Anyway, Adam and his men will freeze his arm, and you shoot it off. Simple as that. Repeat that. I've never seen it do that. Repeat this 2 more times, and this boss is done, actually. Okay. That right there, the timing couldn't have been better. Okay, these guys all have guns. Then why on earth are they, like, walking around, like, right here? It's not necessary. And that one's, like, jumping on... That guy is jumping on this thingy and being stupid, and I don't get it. Anyway. Let's repeat this. How did that miss me? Oh, I love how you can push the NPCs around right now. It's kind of funny. You can walk right into them, and they just move as if they weighed like an ounce. You just push them aside. Anyway, to finish this fight, target and shoot the Emperor Brug right there.
Samus, looks like I'm gonna need to ask for your cooperation on this mission, but I'm also gonna have to ask that you follow my commands. You don't move unless I say so, and you don't fire until I say so. objections, lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the Galactic Federation for ages. Me? I was known for giving the thumbs down during briefing. I had my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around. But he would end all of his mission briefings by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child, or used kid gloves because I was a woman. And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul, and as a result, it touched me on some level that Adam would acknowledge that past by calling me something delicate, like lady. And I knew more than anyone that every word from Adam was deliberate. My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding of the mission orders. The other soldiers were always willing to support me with easy smiles despite the fact that I clearly had so much yet to learn. Among them was Anthony. In the face of his well-meaning behavior and that of the other soldiers, my response was to become increasingly bitter. I was a child, always with something to prove, a chip on my shoulder. And I was angry. I felt that if I let my guard down, I would easily be broken. And beyond that, I was scared. But even in the naivete of my youth, I could see in Adam's joking manner how close he felt to me. Adam knows my past, and he knows me better than anyone else. Confession time. Because I was so young when I lost both of my parents, there's no question I saw Adam as a father figure. When I rebelled against him, I knew I could get away with it. And his paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion reinforced the special bond I felt with him. I understood well that chances were slim that I would ever find anyone that understood me like Adam. And yet, when the time came, I still left his side. I was so young and naive.
Exactly what transpired here on the bottle ship is still uncertain. Here's what we do know. The equipment we thought had been destroyed is operational again. And we've seen casualties attributed to an unidentified and lethal creature. The situation is critical. We need to gather all the information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety. Consider this site extremely dangerous. Be careful as you make your sweeps. And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all-pervasive. Your comm systems are useless. As a result, communication channels will be limited to the facility's navigation booths. Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives.
Gotcha.
Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony, you're Sector 3. I'll leave it to you to decide whether plasma guns are called for.
All right.
James, check out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG, run a complete sweep of the residential quarters and investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze gun. Do not forget to check in regularly via navigation booths. And Samus, you go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running. Looks like your comm system is still functional. Remember, everything you see will also appear on this screen. Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread a high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living things, which is a nice way of saying they can vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials. Once the mission in the system management room is complete, I need you to report back. I'll give you your next orders then. I want you all to be especially careful as you execute your missions. That's the end of the briefing.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a freelance bounty hunter. And of course, it was the first time since my Federation days that I was following the orders of a commanding officer. Having received mission orders from Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded. Understood, Adam. No objections, of course.
So, as you saw in the last cutscene, Adam authorized normal bombs and has given us an objective to turn on the power. If you sit here long enough, this moron will start
Samus,
bothering
head for the
us.
system management room.
As if we hadn't just heard him 2 seconds ago. Anyway, before we leave this room, I want to pick up an item. And this right here, we couldn't have gone in here before, but now that that enemy came out, we can. And while I'm thinking about it, there are a couple things I want to mention. First is that cutscene that was a flashback back to Samus's Federation days brings up a couple points. First is that there is no mention of the Chozo in this game. This game completely focuses on Adam being Samus's father figure. And secondly, is that Yoshio Sakamoto, probably butchering it, but I don't know what his deal was with the thumbs up. I'm assuming he's the one that came up with that idea. I'm not sense moving. Why am I not sense moving? This is stupid! Anyway. I mean, what was the whole, like, deal with going, oh yeah, thumbs up, great idea? Was it like, did he want the Federation to look stupid? I mean, it's all like, yep, sure, boss, I understand. Yep. We need to go save these people, hooray. I mean, that's what it kind of makes you... Samus. That's what it makes it seem like, and I don't understand it, and yeah. By the way, this door was locked, and we couldn't have gotten in here before, but interact with this, and there are 2 fly pods and a bunch of Rios in here. Both fly pods will spawn, well, I was going to say 2 or 3 waves of enemies, but that's not happening. Once you kill all the enemies and there's a significant gap, 3 missiles to each fly pod will kill them, and I missed. Hooray. So, this isn't that difficult. I don't know why they make it, like, the music get all serious and, oh, I might die music, but anyway. With that done, the music goes back to normal, and we can interact with this terminal and turn on the power. Doing that will unlock the door behind us, and we're told to go back and go to Adam to get our new orders. However, this bridge will retract for no apparent reason, and the game will use this opportunity to teach you the overblast because it didn't go over it in the tutorial. However, I went over it in the tutorial, so I don't know why the game didn't. Anyway, up in the upper right, you see on the radar there is a blue dot. That indicates that there is an item in that right there. It literally tells you exactly where the item is. I hate that idea. I really enjoyed in Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission and pretty much all the other 2D Metroid games that it would give you like a hint. It'd be, oh, okay, it's in this room. But that was about it. You did have to explore a bit, like in Super Metroid there were energy tanks that were hidden in the ceiling, or stuff like that. There's not really much of that in this game. Most of it is just going and finding a ventilation shaft and getting the missile tank inside said ventilation shaft. In fact, to prove my point, we'll go down here and, oh, look at that. There's a missile tank inside a ventilation shaft. So most of the items are just that. That's all they are. There's no clever, oh, I'll shoot this wall and there'll be a missile tank there. Nope. And I really miss that. I really do.
Data recording and true restoration sequence activated.
So upon saving here again, we're given more of the map. And we can go through here and talk to Adam again. And Samus is moving on her own again.
Samus, go through the hatch on your right and head towards Sector 1. Lyle went ahead to secure a route to a facility of interest. I'll leave you to survey Sector 1.
So it tells us to go to the main elevator, and if we stay in here again, Adam will say, what's wrong again? But I don't really feel like waiting again and having that stupid moron yell at me. One thing I forgot to mention earlier was that during the main story and the epilogue of this game, because you finish, like, the final boss, and then there's exploration where you can get all the items. I will be, and then there's a another. Can I get in there? There's another boss after the final boss. I will not be getting 100% of the items during all of that because there are some people who probably want to see me fight the real final boss. And so I won't be getting 100% of the items during all of that, even though it's right on the map. But I will be uploading videos and as bonus videos that include all of the miscellaneous missile tanks, energy parts, stuff like that that I missed the first time. And almost there. And I mentioned it earlier, but here's an energy part. These are the same as pieces of heart in the Zelda games, so I'm not really sure why they decided to do that, but anyway. The doors will lock and it'll tell us for a second time how to do the overblast as if we didn't get it the first time. And you have to walk back to the door and then think, I sense moved. And then these things will fall from the ceiling. The game is kind of linear in that respect, is that sometimes you'll be in a room, but you can't progress, and if you turn around and go back the way you came, then the game will change the direction that you're supposed to be going. Like, you were supposed to go through one room, and then it's like, oh, never mind, you're supposed to go to this room. You can't bypass that and go straight to that room.
This elevator is bound for Sector 1. A level 3 warning is now in effect in Sector 1. Please avoid traveling alone and remain armed. Stay alert to your surroundings at all times.
So there's a level 3 warning in effect. The game never really goes over what that means, so I don't know, but anyway, we're coming up on 22 minutes in this episode as well. So I'll cut it here. We've gotten part of the map, and we're told to go to that navigation booth. So we're pretty much set. we're on our way, and things are looking good. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.